What's what's up with Shaq lately?
I want some nasty. Are we having fun yet?
Okay, I'm gonna be completely honest. I am not, and I mean I am not used to Shaquille O'Neal sticking up for Tim Duncan or even talking about Tim Duncan at all. This is such a weird time that we're living in, to the point where Tim Duncan is being protected and praised by Shaquille O'Neal. Like, this is not common at all. If you guys recall how Shaq usually does business, is he does not mention Tim Duncan, period. Like, typically he'll do it subliminally, he won't do it blatantly, but he'll put so many other big men ahead of Tim Duncan and not even mention Tim Duncan. But it seems like as of late, he's been really standing up for Timmy. So if we're looking at this article, Shaq puts T-Mac in his place excuse me, on Tim Duncan disagreement, and this is just wonderful. And you know what, I'm gonna be honest about T-Mac. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Tracy McGrady, while he was a very good player, I hate it, and I absolutely hate it, the comparisons he would get. Like, people would say Tracy McGrady's better than Kobe, and he is like the definition of regular season player. Like, I don't want to hear any excuses. He did not show up in the playoffs ever. Like, never. Okay, he did not show up. Tracy McGrady is the equivalent of like James Harden in that era. Okay, he did not show up. Regular season, he was there. Playoffs, he did not show up, and he had many opportunities to do that. But with that being said, let's go ahead and move on. So what they're having a disagreement on, I'll just kind of sum up this, and then I'll just read the quotes from Tracy and Shaq. But basically what they're talking about is what it takes to be an MVP. And basically what McGrady is saying is that to be an MVP, he feels like someone who didn't have a lot of talent on their team should deserve it over a guy that does have talent on his team. And yeah, he tries to pull a Tim Duncan card, I guess. I don't know how to explain it, but let's just read it. So this is what he had to say. When you look at a guy that's putting up crazy numbers, clearly setting up for something, if he doesn't really have the talent like some of these elite teams have, and he gets his team into the playoffs, that's an MVP to me. Look, bro, you did nothing when you were there too, but moving on. I had a year like that. My 2003 year, I'm not playing with no other all-stars. I think we got to the 6th seed, and I'm averaging 32 points. You take me off that team, we're a lottery team. Okay. Which he did. But listen to this. So Tracy was correct about his average, though. He put up an insane stat line of 32 points, 6.5 rebounds, 5.5 assists, and 1.7 steals. Meanwhile, Duncan averaged 23.3 points, 12.9 rebounds, 3.9 assists, and 2.9 blocks. That is stupid good. Like, I mean, if you're comparing these two stat lines, like, I don't know who you choose is better. Like, Duncan, I mean, yeah, you got more points than he did, which 32 points per game is ridiculous, but like, so is like 13 rebounds and 3 blocks. Like, that's, and 4 assists as a big man. That's pretty doggone good. But moving on. So let's go ahead and scroll down and see what Shaq had to basically say about this. So Shaquille O'Neal gives Tracy McGrady a truth bomb. When McGrady revealed to Oneal, who actually won MVP that season, Shaq couldn't bring himself to take his side. It's so stupid. You take him off the Spurs, they still make the playoffs, said McGrady. Now, no, I don't think, like, certain Spurs teams, I will say maybe if Duncan was off, we could still make the playoffs. Obviously, we did it in 2017. Obviously, I think maybe, 2014 we could have maybe, made the playoffs. I mean, there's a few time spans where I could say, yeah, we make the playoffs without Duncan, but we don't like do anything. But I could see that. But like right here, where you're saying in 2003, like no, I don't know if the Spurs make the playoffs until, like, we had a very good machine going on, right? Like, Popovich was that guy. We really found our rhythm as far as where we're going and what direction we're going in as a franchise. But dude, Tim Duncan was the team. Like, you can't just blatantly say that we make the playoffs without him, especially when you try to take into account that Manu Ginobili and Tony Parker were like stupid young at that point. 2003, like, they're fairly new to the team. So I don't know. I just think that's a really bad take. But moving on, how do I get rid of this? Oh my gosh, dude. Ads hate me, dude. Like literally advertisements hate me. I can't get through anything without an ad just popping in front of my face to tell me something I need to buy. I can't do this anymore. I'm deleting this channel. All right, it's gone. All right, so let's go through this. All right, this is Shaq. No, they don't. He basically don't make play. I'll try to do a Shaq voice. No, they don't. A lot of those guys got their success off of him. He got doubled. He'd kick it out to Ginobili. No. And I agree with him. Yeah, he got doubled all the time. I mean, he would have averaged more than he did in points if, he didn't get doubled all the time. And looking at the regular season for both the Spurs and Magic that year, McGrady's argument falls flat. While McGrady's unreal 32 points per game accounted for an impressive 32.6% of the team's offense, he had 5 teammates averaging double figures and a 6th averaging 9.4 points per game. Come on, bro. I didn't even know that. I didn't even read that part. Oh, come on. Come on, dude. Come on. I want to add something too. I know we're talking about 2003, but 2007, the Spurs didn't have in the finals, they didn't have one player other than Timmy, Manu, or Tony averaging a double-digit points. The 4th best scorer on the team was Bruce Bowen in that finals year, and he averaged 6. He averaged 6 points. So yeah, anyways, moving on. Meanwhile, only Tony Parker, Steven Jackson, and Malik Rose averaged double-figure scoring numbers for San Antonio. The fact of the matter is Parker and Ginobili weren't quite Parker and Ginobili yet, obviously. On top of that, Duncan led San Antonio in the following main categories in 2003: points, field goal percentage, rebounds, and blocks. McGrady led Orlando in points, steals, and assists. So he led us in 4 categories. McGrady led his team in 3. With an award like MVP, it's easy to define it in a certain way to fit who you think is most deserving. Make no mistake, Tracy put up some monster numbers all season long and snuck his group into the postseason. He deserved props for that. But there's a reason he finished 4th in the league in MVP voting behind Duncan, Kevin Garnett, and Kobe. Why are you bringing up Duncan, bro? You were behind Kobe and Kevin Garnett, KG. But anyways, and I love this. And this is how they ended off. Oh, hey, Mikasa. My cat just jumped on my lap. They have a well-oiled machine, said McGrady in last effort to make his point. Shaq had the perfect response. Yeah, Tim Duncan. So I'm just shocked that he actually stood up for Timmy. This doesn't seem like something that's normal for Shaq. I don't know if he kind of like matured his takes when it comes to other big men other than him, because I know he's like all about himself sometimes. But this is pretty cool, man. I'm just happy that he's given the credit where it's deserved. And yeah, he's completely right. And T-Mac, man, I don't mean to just like talk bad about T-Mac. Obviously, he was a former Spur, but I don't mean to talk bad about him. But bro, like, I don't know. It seems like something he's kind of hanging on to, and maybe you're hanging on to that because you didn't do anything in the playoffs. I don't know, but I guarantee you, like, anybody asked Tim Duncan about his MVP, he'll probably say, "Oh yeah, that was cool." But like, I love my many other awards more than my MVP that season. But Tracy's kind of holding on to that. So I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. I love that Shaq stood up for him. That seems like kind of out of character, but hey, man. New era. Dude, I almost said area. New era. Or what? I don't know. I've been goofy lately, bro. New era for the Diesel. I'll give it to you guys later. If you want to support the channel, as always, only $2 a month. Patreon, YouTube, link below. But yeah, love you guys. See you later.